A lot of parents breathe that big sigh of relief when the kids are finally out of the toddler stage. However, a similar stage is just around the corner. The toddler years are hard, yes, but have you ever parented a teenager? Sometimes it feels like they're just big overgrown toddlers. And according to experts, that similarity isn't too far off base. Hi there, I'm Kim Feeney with Butterfly Beginnings Counseling, and welcome to my channel. I have over 10 years of experience helping hundreds of children and families to lead healthier emotional lives so that they can cope with big emotions. And I'd love to help your family as well. So subscribe and hit the bell for weekly notifications on the latest content. A common phrase many parents of toddlers hear is, "Wait until they're teenagers." This phrase is often meant to strike fear in the heart of new parents. And toddlers are enough of a handful that many parents don't believe teenagers could be any worse. They would be wrong. It's important to remember that teenagers have a brain that is similar to the brain of a toddler. Developmentally, teens and toddlers are at about the same level, with each age group struggling to grow into the next stage of life and not yet equipped with all the tools. Both are easily frustrated, both are pretty good at getting offended, and both aren't remotely afraid to state their opinions or act like they are the expert in the room, when in fact they aren't. Toddlers are not yet equipped with a range of expressive and verbal skills, so when they need to express their emotions, they often resort to tantrums or physical outbursts. Teens, on the other hand, have a more developed control over their emotions. However, during the teenage years, the part of the brain that controls emotion is sort of hijacked by other cognitive developments, which then can affect their behavior across a wide spectrum. And the differences do not stop there. Number one on our list is developmental speed. There is a huge spurt of cognitive, physical, emotional, and neurological development in both the stages. Both toddlers and teenagers, for both of them, this is a necessary development. However, a lot of inconvenience is caused to the people around them. You wonder all the time just what is really going on inside their heads. Number two is temper tantrums. Thanks to increased speed of development, parents have to put up with the resultant temper tantrums. Both toddlers and teenagers become highly sensitive and emotional and have wild and crazy mood swings. This is because of the significant neurological development and the additional hormonal changes in teenagers, which in turn affects the way they view and react to their surroundings and the people around them. As parents, in both cases, the only solution in a situation like this is to be patient and wait for this phase to pass. Do you find yourself struggling to parent a child with big, baffling behaviors? Check out my new parenting course, Being With, using the link below in the description, or go to www.butterflybeginningscounseling.com/beingwith. Back to our list, number three, inflated egos. You'll be surprised to find that both toddlers and teenagers have inflated egos, and for both, the world should revolve around them. They want all your attention and half the time. You'll be left wondering what's going on inside their head. It's tough to figure that out though. Social behavior comes in at number four. Kids want and happily make new friends, just like teenagers, but their problem is sharing, cooperation, and being for longer than 10 minutes in other children's space. Teenagers also make friends, and in contrast, are more influenced by their friends. They are more concerned about how others perceive them. Toddlers and teens both have important social evolutions at this significant phase of their development. Number five is being fiercely independent. Whether it is simple as buttoning up a shirt or anything big, both toddlers and teenagers constantly feel the need to prove that they are independent and that they can handle any situation. While toddlers don't want to hold hands while crossing the road, teenagers just don't want to be seen with parents for fear of being ridiculed by friends. Halfway through our list at number six is being adventurous. There are adventures galore in both phases, albeit in different ways. Toddlers are going to be the ones to climb on chairs, tables, and run around everywhere in the shops and the park. because they're not aware of the danger that these behaviors can bring about. Adventure for teenagers includes indulging in forbidden practices, smoking, drinking, sex, taking drugs, and speed driving. All of these away from the prying eyes of parents. Sometimes these reach dangerous limits. The similarity between the two in this case is both don't like or listen when parents caution them repeatedly. Most of what you do seems to center around protecting them from themselves. Comment below with the wildest adventure your child has ever taken you on. Sleep patterns comes in at number 7. Both toddlers and teenagers need long hours of sleep and get cranky if they're deprived of this. Sleep is so essential for the development of their physical and neurological development. Unlike toddlers, teenagers are hugely distracted and don't get their fair share of sleep hours. Number 8, giving parents a tough time. Parents of toddlers and teenagers have an equally tough time. It may sound weird, but it's actually true. Both don't eat well, don't seem to hear, understand what you say, test your limits, are fussy, rebellious, impulsive, and most of the time, again, you're left wondering how to handle and keep wishing for this to pass as quickly as possible. The need for the parents and their attention is number 9. There's no doubt that toddlers need their parents, and they make it known in more ways than one. Teenagers seem to constantly repel parents and strive to prove their need for independence all the time. Do they also feel the need for parents? Absolutely they do. They want you to listen to their problems, not to offer advice, and to empathize. They want to do everything themselves, except for them when they want you to do it. They need physical touch, a pat on the back, appreciation, hugs. They need a place where they can be completely themselves. And where else can they get it but in the home where they get unconditional love and acceptance? Number 10, they feel that the world revolves around them. Toddlers can always only think about themselves and about what they want. That's because their brain is still in the development stage. Teenagers also think about themselves, though for different reasons. They become aware of their surroundings, and they think that everyone is watching them and talking about them. Hence, their behavior and dressing up is keeping this in mind. Number 11, problems with the smallest things. Both toddlers and teenagers can have problems with the smallest things, and this can drive parents completely crazy. They feel the need to keep changing their clothes many times in a day for the silliest of reasons. They scatter stuff everywhere. They don't seem to hear you, even if you shout at the highest decibel. And they always seem to lose things and not be able to find them again. Finally, we come to number 12, a weird sense of dressing. This is really funny when toddlers like a certain dress. They want to wear it every day, literally. It may be a shirt and pants that don't go together at all, or maybe completely worn out, and not to their little eyes. They're very fussy and choosy about the clothes they wear. Most often, their choice never matches that of the parent. Teenagers, on the other hand, also have a unique sense of dressing. Sometimes the clothes they wear look completely out of place and not fit for the occasion. And one thing common to both is, no matter how much you try to convince them about changing from their favorite outfit, they will not budge. When parenting toddlers or teenagers, you will spend nights lying awake worrying about each age group. The only difference is that when they are toddlers, you probably know exactly where they are at that moment when you're worrying. In a nutshell, both stages are weird, dramatic, and quite difficult to put up with. And the good news is, both stages are developmental phases and will pass. Parents need to be patient, understanding, offer support and acceptance so that both sets of kids can glide through these difficult phases smoothly. Don't forget to check out Being With, my new parenting course, using the link below in the description. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with a friend. Until next time, wherever you are in your day, hug your child and make it a great one.